Yo, what is good? Welcome to the dojo. It is your boy Bensei Sama here today to give you guys another One Piece discussion. Now, we're going to be talking about Marco the Phoenix. And this discussion stemmed from a lot of different things, so I'm just going to walk you into why this discussion is happening, okay? So, obviously, Marco stole the show last chapter, and to the people that don't need bones constantly thrown at them, like majority of the community, last chapter was not really a shocker. Marco should be able, based on his portrayal and based off of what he's done in the past, only fighting with confirmed Yonkos or admirals, he should be able to fight two commanders at the same time. Now, I'm not saying that he could beat them, but tussle with them, fight them. It's definitely a mid to high diff fight. I think Marco loses that fight, but regardless, I digress. We're not here to talk about power scaling. I really don't care. I just wanted to throw little jabs at the people out there that need bones literally handed to them and have no context clues, no analysis, nothing. It's just, he didn't do this back in Marineford, so why should he be able to do it now? But anyways, so the discussion that we've been talking about, or that I've been bringing up more actively, is what's the future for Marco? Because Marco is very important. He has a great design. My favorite Whitebeard pirate. Second to the man, the myth, and the legend himself, Whitebeard. Now, what has been bringing, or what has been brought to my attention, right, is that people love to rehash things. People love to throw these theories out there, but it's literally just like something that's already happened. So I'm gonna give you two examples, and this is leading into the discussion. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. So the first example of this rehashing is the Sabo plot point. Now, people think that after Wano, Luffy is just gonna somehow stumble into Mary Joa because he wants to go save Sabo. Now, why this is too similar to something in the past, let's ignore the fact that Sabo is Luffy's brother, and let's ignore the fact that Sabo has the Mera no Mi. It's the fact that Dragon will most likely show up to Mary Joa around the same time that Luffy does to help Luffy save Sabo. That's just too similar to me. All right. Now, obviously, what that is similar to is to the fact that Whitebeard pops up and Whitebeard helps Luffy to save Ace as well. With his forces, all of his allies, so on and so forth. I don't have to, write it out for you guys. You guys can get there. Now, people love this. I don't know why. I do not know why, but I will tell you in a future video as to why, or as to what I think is going to be the drawing force for Luffy to get to Mary Joa. Now, I digress. The second rehashing is of something that I detest so much more than what I just said. And it is that Blackbeard is going to just swoop in and kill Kaido after all of this work that the Alliance has done, similar to how he did in Marineford. No, absolutely not. And it's being said like that because the whole 3 theory with Blackbeard, he's going to get 3 devil fruits. And for the people that are going to ask, why do you think that Blackbeard is going to get 2 fruits? Does he need 2 fruits? No, he doesn't need 2 fruits, but the same thing that or 3 fruits, but the same thing that enabled him to get 2 fruits should theoretically be the same thing that enables him to have 3. If you can have 2, why wouldn't you be able to have 3? But that's a whole nother discussion for a different time. Let's focus on the issue at hand. So, I'm not opposed to Blackbeard having 3 devil fruits, which is why this discussion started. So I think that Marco will lose his devil fruit to Blackbeard, and then there will be a holy trifecta, not just 3 devil fruits, It's going to be 3 devil fruits, all from the Whitebeard pirates. the Guru Guru no Mi that he got from Thatch, or the Yami Yami no Mi that he got from Thatch, the Guru Guru no Mi that he got from Whitebeard, and then the Phoenix Fruit that he gets from Marco. Okay? I feel like that would put Blackbeard into a whole different class of a villain, and we would hate him even more than we do now. Now, how do we lead up to this point? And let's touch on the things that I have working against me, and let's see if I can't blow your mind and nip them all in the bud. Okay, so shouts out to Island Brasi. We were going, having a back and forth on Twitter, and it made me realize that the community has maybe glossed over a couple of things that were pointed out. So back in chapter 820, 821, something like that, when Nekomamushi first starts bringing up Marco, they start talking about the payback war. He says something very, very telling to me. Now, what he says is that he goes on to talk about how the Whitebeard pirates were obliterated at the payback war. And then he says that the Whitebeard pirates all just disappeared after the payback war. And he goes on further to say that if Marco is alive, now this was very telling to me. If Marco is alive, I know where he may be. Okay? So obviously he was talking about Whitebeard's homeland, where, Whitebeard was funneling money into, so on and so forth. Now, me and Island Brasi had a discrepancy about if Blackbeard knew where it was. Because he says, well, if Blackbeard wanted the Phoenix Fruit, then what stopped him from getting the Phoenix Fruit at the payback war? What stopped him from or if Nekomamushi could find Marco so fast, then why couldn't Blackbeard when Blackbeard knew all of Whitebeard's territory? Very valid points. Very valid points. Now, a lot of you may not remember this, but the payback war actually took place on the island that Marco was at, the homeland. Marco says that when Blackbeard invaded, he destroyed everything. And the Whitebeard pirates wanted to be there to protect Whitebeard's last memento. And he even comments that Shanks put Whitebeard in Ace's grave pretty close to this island that they're on. Okay? Whitebeard's homeland. Now, what I was mistaken on, and I'll admit this, Island Brasi, is that I didn't think that Blackbeard originally knew where this island was at. I thought that it kind of seemed like, at first it seemed kind of secret to me. Like maybe the people closest with Whitebeard knew about this, and my reasoning behind, or my logic behind that was, okay, well, Marco's probably been on the crew, or Marco was on the crew longer than Blackbeard, so Marco would know this about Whitebeard because Marco was his right-hand man. I'd say Marco and Whitebeard were significantly closer than a lot of the other crew members, except with the exception of Ace. Okay? So, with that being said, right, I think, okay, well, if the payback war was on this island, then what did stop Blackbeard from getting the Phoenix Fruit? Because I feel that the Phoenix Fruit would be much more pivotal in Blackbeard's arsenal than the Dragon Fruit from Kaido. And the reason why I say this is because of the drawback for Blackbeard's Logia Devil Fruit. Okay, he takes twice as much as damage as a result of the Yami Yami no Mi, and he's not intangible like other Logia users. You can actually physically touch Blackbeard. You can grab him without hockey. You can touch him. So what I think that Marco's Devil Fruit will do is nullify the drawback of the Yami Yami no Mi. And essentially in the process, make him intangible because he has the Phoenix Fruit and Blackbeard will definitely still feel damage, but it'll be so minuscule at this point because Blackbeard is a tank. It'll be so minuscule at this point, and the Phoenix Fruit will interject with the damage. It'll heal him. It's just a complete wash, and I don't see why not. And once again, holy trifecta, Whitebeard pirates. Now, let's answer the question. What stopped Blackbeard from getting the fruit at the Payback War? And the only answer that I could come up with, is, remember what I said when Nekomamushi said, if Marco is alive, okay? The Whitebeard pirates disappeared, right? So, and then another thing, Blackbeard invaded that island. He went there for a purpose. I think that he went there for the Phoenix fruit. He went there for Marco's ability. So I think that Marco died at the Payback War, but obviously he has a Phoenix fruit. So the original way that, or the original function, or not the original function, but what we know or what we learned about devil fruits and how their power goes from, or what happens when a devil fruit user dies and it goes to the next fruit, that wouldn't happen with Marco because his fruit still had his fruit still had a purpose. His fruit was still his at that point. So I think that he was rebirthed, and I think that having the Phoenix fruit, you're able to choose, or if you have a certain mastery over it, I would say that you're able to choose when you're reborn, when you're brought back. I think without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, Marco has the best mastery of any Zoan fruit user that we've seen. And he has a mythical fruit, so it would have other properties that, you know, other Zoans don't have. So I would say that that's why Neko was saying things such as if Marco was actually still alive, because we know how things are in the One Piece world, with especially with the consistency of reporting from Big News Morgan to CP0. We know that there's all different types of hands in the news. So what would stop Morgans, or what would stop, you know, what would stop people from saying, oh yeah, the Whitebeard pirates are destroyed, they got obliterated? It's reported that Marco actually died from, you know, from the Payback War. An example that I can give of this is CP0 and the Blackbeard pirates having a fight on Baltigo, and them destroying it. A lot of people think that Dragon was a part of that, and that the revolutionaries just got decimated and then they had to escape. But I say that Dragon escaped, that they were long gone, especially with the Reverie coming up, long gone before anybody even showed up, before the Blackbeard pirates or before CP0 could even show up to the island. I think that the Dragon and the revolutionaries were gone. So that's just one example that I can give you of just the consistency on reporting, and where things could get lost in the shuffle. Look to the Sabo incident. Okay, so now with Marco being here, right, I would say that Blackbeard was kind of thrown for a loop. Blackbeard did have the Book of Devil Fruits, so he should know certain functions. But what if this function wasn't listed in the book, or he knew very well that Marco could be reborn, and then after waiting for a while, he, you know, just went or left the island and went on a search for Marco, went on a search for the Phoenix fruit. I think that Marco will run into Blackbeard either during Wano and in the climax of Wano, or sometime at the end. And just for the sake of my argument and for the sake of the next video that I'm going to release concerning Blackbeard and the Blackbeard presence in Wano, I'm going to go with the latter. I'm going to say that the Blackbeard pirates will run into Marco post Wano. Okay? So I just wanted to get those thoughts out there. I just wanted to, you know, just get my mind from being all jumbled up and stuff. So write your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the video. Do you think that this is plausible? Do you think that this could happen? And I will see you guys on the next video. Stay up, stay golden, all that good stuff. Peace.